All right, before we get anywhere as far as the offseason goes, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, Sin, where's the live stream? Why isn't this being live streamed? Why is this being, recorded? Well, there's been a lot of stuff in life going on lately. If you're watching this now, chances are that I'm probably in Seattle. So I can't live stream on my computer if I'm halfway across the country. So just for this season and this season only, we will be doing our off-season on a recording. So I do apologize in advance for doing this because I've been lazy on making content, or actually I've been preoccupied doing something else. It's probably life takes precedence over YouTube always, but you get the point of what I'm trying to make here is that for season 8, this is how it's going to be. The year 7 off season, it's going to be recorded. It's not going to be live streamed as much as I really wanted it to, but I just had to make sure that I had to start fresh when I got back here. So as of right now, I don't like doing this, and I know you guys don't like it either. And sometimes we gotta push through the good times and the bad. For this off season, we're going to have to do it recorded instead of live. So without further ado, we're going to go to the off season, and we are going to move on from the biggest dynasty, the best thing that's ever happened to this school ever. We went from we could potentially go from studs to duds in the matter of a season. So view the contract. We're gonna extend our season. We've had 4 straight undefeated seasons, but that's gonna change real quick because Justin Kelly's gone, and so is Andy Payne. But we're gonna sign the contract, stay with UAB for as long as we can, and we're gonna go see the coaching carousel just to make sure we know who's hiring. A&M's hiring. They've been terrible for the past 2 years. North Carolina's hiring. Filled positions. Obviously, I'm staying at UAB. But yeah, just a little disclaimer. I don't like doing this stuff, but I have to because sometimes you just gotta bulk up on stuff, and the only way we can bulk up on stuff is if we gotta make sacrifices. So that's how we gotta do it. So we're gonna go to the players leaving, and this is gonna be a tough off season. I might shed a tear or two, because man, we've had the best 4 years of an undefeated run as we could possibly ever get. Oh man, we've won 3 straight national championships, and that's probably gonna come to an end too because Justin Kelly's gone, Andy Payne is gone. We're gonna lose a lot of players, and we may lose some to the draft. We're losing James Hester Jr. Oh man. Players leaving. This is going to suck. Curtis Jones is transferring to Memphis as a freshman receiver. Curtis Jones. First round draft pick, Andy Payne. Justin Kelly. First round draft pick. We have 3 first round draft picks. And we have a 4th round draft pick in Robert Roth. Playing time. He wants playing time. Well, I don't know. I can't make him any promises because there's a lot of receivers in our core that are really good. We lost Daniel Alexander to graduation. I think he's got NFL potential with that kind of speed he's got. William Davis is going to go on. Maurice Gibson going on. A.J. Patrick moving on. We're losing a lot of good players. This hurts. I will say that he could play up to 6 games. Sorry, coach it, but I'm excited about my chances of playing at another school. He is leaving. Alright, so we're losing quite a bit of players here. A lot of them are really good. A lot of them had a big impact on the school. And it hurts. It really does. I don't like this at all. This is going to be the worst offseason of all time. As far as I'm not going to make any progression because the only way I could go direction now is down. I've hit the peak. And I'm going to go straight down. Coaching changes. We got a new coach at Air Force, new defensive coordinator. Or no, he got an extension. Contract expired here. Any of them in the SEC? We got the same coaches for the most part here. We got a new defensive coordinator at Tennessee. We got a new defensive coordinator at South Alabama. We got a new head coach at Texas A&M. A new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. They got a whole new coaching staff. Like, good grief. Got the same offensive coordinator. We got a new defensive coordinator, Jeff Jones. So we got the best defensive points per game in the country and the first offensive points per game at 50.3. So we got a new job somewhere else. We got a new defensive coordinator. That always happens. I don't know why. So we're gonna look at our coaching skill tree. Oh, this guy here is actually really good. So we got ourselves someone better. So he's got all the skill trees filled up. Defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator just ready to go. Defense is going to be stacked. Offense is going to be stacked. Like, look at this. Oh, man. Look at that. Raw talent on defense. This is going to be nice. This is going to be real nice. Advance to the next stage. Now we get to go to transfer requests. No, because honestly, we don't have Madden 25. So Justin Kelly is. Oh man, it's gonna be so weird. Justin Kelly's gonna be taken first round. Duh. So is Andy Payne, and so is James Hester Jr., Robert Roth. I have 4 draft picks this year. 2 defense, 2 offense. That's pretty good. Justin Kelly probably went number 1 overall, if you really think about it. Andy Payne probably went 2nd overall. James Hester Jr. probably ended up in the middle of the first round. You never know these things though, so I really can't tell you. Transfer requests. Who wants to come to UAB? No one. All right. But yeah, this hurts. This one hurts. This one's gonna leave like a big hole in my chest. Oh, Justin, you're killing me. The 2 greatest prodigies to ever come to Birmingham are gone. Off to bigger and better things, making millions of dollars in the NFL. It has a hole in my heart so much. Like, I just don't like this. 3 first-round draft picks, unbelievable. Oh man. So now we got to go to recruiting, and this is where it's going to take up a lot of our time because we want to make sure we got the guys that we want to get. So we're going to take a look here overall. Ben Smith, 20th receiver on the list. But I think we really want this guy. He has 94 speed. He's got a really. We gotta put a lot of points into him. I think we gotta put up like towards 3,000 points on this guy. I think that's how we gotta get him, or we gotta put like 3,500, somewhere in that nature. We'll go 36 just to put an extra oomph on it. Wesley Thompson. I like my position with him, but I'm still gonna go put points on him. Probably get close to 2,000. Just to be safe, because we do need a quarterback. I don't know who's we might have a competition to start off the year. Brian Oliver. If we don't get him, not the end of the world, because we got Shane Franklin, and we also have another wide receiver that we're looking at. We may have Brandon Goodman as a receiver as well. No wait, he might be a defensive player. Oh yeah, he's a defensive player. We also have Joe Ingram, who's got some pretty good speed as well. We got Rashawn Chase. We got a lot of good players coming to play for Alabama Birmingham here. But honestly, I think we're only down to 2 players. We only need 2 players. Everybody else we've pretty much had in the bag. Like, I'm happy with my recruiting class right now, so I'm just gonna invest all these points in my quarterback and that receiver. Anything else, I don't need. I don't need these guys. I got too much of those other positions. So we're going to put 7,500 points here and 7,500 points in the other guy. Because honestly, I don't see the point in going for any of those guys below. Because we already got a really, really good recruiting class. We really do. We got a new center. We got Jacob Ingram, an athlete. We got Rashawn Chase and Joe Ingram and Andre Smith. All of them good players. We got Jermaine Harris coming. Tajon Kemp, Brandon Goodman, Frank Dobzowski, Jared Wiley. We already got a quarterback coming back. Shane Franklin, and Dylan Williams. You know, all these guys have potential to play somewhere here at UAB. We got a lot of recruits already. So if I don't get you know, Brian Oliver, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So honestly, this was easier than I thought it would be. So that's a good thing to know. That is a really good thing to know. So we're just going to advance to the next stage, go to signing day, and see where we stand. I honestly think we have the best recruiting class in the country, but this is going to be a down year for us. Like, we're going to be in a little bit of an uneasy state here at UAB for at least a couple of weeks. We may get a couple of L's next year, honestly, and that's going to suck because we haven't lost a game in 4 years. But you know what? That's okay. You know, we'll figure it out, and we'll get ourselves back on track and trying to get ourselves to win more national championships. We got both players that we needed to get. We even got a few extras that we didn't even put points into. But that's okay, you know. We'll be all right. So let's take #1 recruiting class, or sign the #1 class. We got the #1 recruiting class in the country, guys. In the country. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. So let's take a look at signing day. Top classes. UAB. Look at that, folks. #1. #1. Let's go, man. #1. That puts a smile on my face. 4 4-star recruit, or 4 5-stars. 11 4-stars. We got the best one, folks. Akron has a bunch of 3. They got 1 3-star at least. That's better than nothing. But we got 1 2-star. That's not the end of the world. But overall, 19 recruits, 4 5-star recruits, 11 4-stars, 3 3-stars, 1 2-star, no 1-stars. I ain't going after 1-stars no more. I'm better than that. Iowa has the 7th best recruiting class. So that's always good for them because they had a really good year last year. Virginia Tech, 6th best recruiting class. They might make some noise. Alabama had a down year last year, but they still have the 5th best recruiting class. Miami, #4. Oklahoma, 3. Texas at #2. But other ones in here, like Missouri, even, they had one of the better recruiting classes at #10. Rutgers even had a good recruiting class. So did Kentucky. Surprise, surprise. Vanderbilt's been on the up and up. They finished 7-6 last year, but the year before that, they were really good. Navy's up there. Michigan State. Mississippi State. Hawaii's even got a top recruiting class. In the 26, but you get the point. Texas A&M's back up there, even though they finished really poorly last year. But they got to get some defense if they want to get any sort of, you know, plays made. I mean, we got 4 5-stars. Wesley Thompson, Joe Ingram, Rashawn Chase, and Goodman over here. Two of them are athletes. Like, I could put those guys anywhere. Look at these guys. Like, the guy who's a Garner, I think he was one of those guys who ended up being a diamond in the rough that I got. You know, he ended up being better than his actual star rating was actually going after, so I just decided to go after him. I'm not quite sure. But I think that was the best recruiting year I think I've ever had. That's amazing. And I can't wait to see what those guys bring to the table. So we're going to go to position changes. This also means that we get to put our athletes in those positions that I honestly would best see fit, that we would need, and at what they're best at. So we're going to take a look here. Frank Clement's our best player. Ouch. I mean, that's not a bad thing. He's really good, but, like, we could do better. Wesley Thompson. He's got a 60 speed, but he's a really good quarterback. This is why I'm saying we may have a quarterback controversy here in at UAB. I mean, we're going to look at here at the throwing attributes here. Throw power of 92, accuracy of 85. This is why Wesley Thompson might start as a freshman. And that sounds crazy, but very well possible. Jared Wiley, he's also got a pretty good arm. He's got better arm accuracy, or arm power, same accuracy as Kenny Wright. I do like Kenny. He's a good runner, but I don't know if he is quarterback material. Can he catch, though? I might put him at receiver. He can catch. He can also carry. He's got a pretty decent juke move. He can spin. I might move him somewhere else. He could be a running back, but I don't think he would fit really well there. Can he tackle? I don't know. He can't tackle. That's a bummer. Wesley Thompson can tackle better. Man, that's a bummer. Well, looking at my receivers, I mean, I got a stacked receiving core. Like, Ben Smith's going to start year one. Rashawn Chase is, like, I got a good receiving core here. Like, this is an outstanding receiving core. Tight ends, we got William Clark here. He might start over Jay Henderson, honestly. If Jay Henderson can catch the dang ball. Man, I really don't want to... I really want to start Wesley Thompson at quarterback. I really do. He's got a lot of potential on this team. He doesn't run like the other ones. I may have to implement some schemes to make sure that, you know, they could split the time. Because I think if I split the time and get the schemes right, and I find out who's better at what, then maybe I can work this out. But as of right now, I don't know if I would put Kenny at a position that he's not really best suited at. Because the other position is running back, and that would only put him here. He'd be at the bottom of the depth chart. And I like Kenny. He's a good runner. He's also got a pretty good arm. I'm not saying he's terrible. But Aaron Hardy might make some noise this year, too. We're going to see what our athletes are doing. Jacob Ingram. He's pretty good at running back. Really good at receiver. Let's see where he's at defense. 68 corner, 72 free safety. All right, let's digress from that a little bit. 79 receiver. Good grief. Can he he can't tackle from the way it looks like. Not really, no. Like, Dylan Williams has a better chance of playing defense. 6'1", 235. Doesn't have the speed, I don't think. No, 92 speed. Oh my god. This guy's a freak. Might put him at free. Let's take a look at. This is such a tough position. This is such a tough position for me to be in. Matthew Lynch is going to be like an 88 overall. Terrence Anderson is going to be an 86. Omar Bradford is a senior. Travis Rogers is going to be he's a junior. I got a lot of good safeties. A lot of good corners, too. But these guys are freshmen, so, I mean, let's take a look at what the most experienced position is. I think we may put Dylan Williams at corner. 75 safety, though. That's kind of a hard thing to pass up. Let's take a look at free safety again. We got two juniors, a senior, and a freshman. Well, they're going to be... Yeah, they're going to be seniors. He's already a senior, so... Might put him at corner. Just for that depth. 70... Overall, 77. Where does he best fit? He's a 79 free safety, 77 corner. You know what? I might put that other guy at... I might put Williams at, like, linebacker. Because he's got the build for it. 80... The junior. 81 sophomore. 77 freshman. Oh, my God. This is I'm playing with fire, folks. I am just playing with fire. A lot of depth at this position. A lot of good position players. Just a lot of inexperience at the bottom. Joe, oh man. I am playing with, oh man, this is not good. Left outside linebacker. He's not a very good receiver. 74 free or strong safety. What is my strong safeties looking like? Man, this is tough. This is so tough. Like I can't do it. I can do this, but it's just like really hard right now. Oh my god. Man. See, here's a gem. He's a 78 freshman. And look at that. We have two seniors, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman going as he's a redshirt. Man, I'm in a tough spot. I really am. I'm gonna put them at their best positions. I honestly think putting them at their best positions is the best thing I can do for them because they're not gonna get any playing time soon. Jacob Ingram's gonna be playing receiver. Let's take a look at the receiver position. Yeah, Jacob Ingram's gonna be 3rd string wide receiver. This is outlandish. I would have never thought, like, outside the quarterback, I really have a good team. That's hard to process for me right now. I can't process this correctly right now. Like, I'm having difficulties. Like, he's going to be a 95. He's going to be like a 95. He's going to be a 94, 93, or 93 or 94. Like, we're going to have a lot of guys pushing 90s or in the mid-90s. Something like that. Do I want to keep my changes? Yes. Man, this is hard. I hate that part. I really do. And I have to figure out some schemes just to figure out how I'm going to get Wesley Thompson his playing time and how I'm going to get Kenny Wright his touches as well because they're both really good players. And Wesley Thompson has a good career here. I could just see it. He's not going to be good at like Justin Kelly. I don't think he'll ever be like Justin Kelly. But my lord, we're going to take a look here. Kenny Wright, 87 overall, 91 speed. I don't think he really improved much in the accuracy in throwing. He got an 86 throw power, 85 accuracy. It's still, I like Thompson's throwing ability just a little bit more. Same accuracy, but Kenny Wright doesn't have the throwing power like Wesley Thompson does. And that's where I'm probably drawing the line a little. Aaron Hardy, big improvement. Darren Carter, big improvement. We got 4 80 overall running backs. One's an 89, redshirt senior. Aaron Hardy's going to be big this year, I feel like. Let's go to the fullbacks. TJ Marshall, 83 overall. Steve McDaniel, not really that impressive for training results, but, I mean, we got Ryan Berry, got up to a 95 speed. He might be our return guy. Frank Clement, a 94. Jesus. Jay Henderson, up to an 80 speed. Did he improve in his catching ability at all? Like, I need him to catch the ball. A little bit, but not where I would like it. I think Will Clark might be starting tight end this year. Because Jay is meant to block. That's all he's there for. He's a blocking tight end. And then we got receiving tight end William Clark. Because our offense basically is pass, pass, pass. Like, it's majority pass, but, you know, that's how we've built our team. Offensive line looking good, looking strong, man. 89 overall left guard, 85 center, 85 right guard, 76 right tackle. Not that impressive, but our defensive line is going to take a huge hit this year, I feel like. Like, we got a couple of right ends that are decent at 82 and 83. We got Jermaine Parsons at 87. We got Keenan Brown at 84. 82 for Ricky George. John Johnson up to an 87 overall, 90 speed. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. 92 speed, left outside linebacker, Sean Fields. We had David Wright at 86 overall. Ray Stokes at an 85. We had Merriman at an 81. Thomas Mueller at 91 corner. Brennan Carter at 88. Kyle McMillan at 88. 87, 84, 83. That's just nasty. Travis Rogers now a 93 overall. Omar Bradford's a 90. Brian Avery's an 82. Tommy Dunn in 90 or 79. Matthew Lynch in 85, 80 or 87, 85, and 84. That's, oh my God, why do I have these good recruits? I am just cursed. I can't play all these guys, and it bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me greatly. Who's my worst player? Okay, Ben Harris, center at, you know, he improved a lot, but he still has a lot of work to do. But other than that, I got a lot of good players. Like, technically the worst player that might play is Rashid Cobbs. But other than that, I might have to mess with the depth chart a little bit. We're going to have to mess with that depth chart a lot if I want to, you know, improve this team to maximize its potential. We're going to have to cut some players too. Oh, this is going to hurt too. Because I may not be able to cut some players, and I really want to. I may have to cut McLean too, because we have 77 players. McLean is definitely not what we were looking for. James McLean. Jared Wiley, already a freshman. He might get redshirted. And Thompson might start over as far as who's going to be the starting quarterback. Throwing the ball anyway. We might have to, like I said, we're going to have to split some time between these two. All positions. Can I cut my center? No. Can I cut my defensive tackle? Yes. Huh. We have a 66, a 66, 68. Left end at 68. A sophomore. I'm sorry. I can't mess with that kind of guy. I can't, because he's just gonna waste like roster space, and he's not gonna really get any playing time. James McLean, I gotta let him go. He's not gonna get playing time, and I'm not gonna waste my time with it. I can't cut my fullback. See, I can't let these guys go either, and it hurts. It hurts. Oh, man. I don't want to let go of that guy because he's got some good speed on him. Chaz Wallace. Sophomore red shirt. Chase Lewis got to go. Scott Campbell. Got some good speed on him, but he's a junior, and he's kind of letting the team down a little. He's not letting the team down, but he's just not right for the team. Well, this cutting players stuff got a whole lot easier this offseason, didn't it? We only have one left tackle, or right tackle. That's kind of sad. I don't know how he got in the team, but he's gone. So we got players cut, custom conferences. I don't know if we're gonna change any conferences because we've kind of played it the same way the entire time. Well, I mean, I think I don't know if I want to move A&M because they've been really terrible over the past couple years, and they're just not any good competition. That's how I feel anyway. They haven't been really good. So we'll see. We'll see. Because I think what we're dealing with here is like it's hard. It's hard to do it this year, man. This has been like the roughest off season for me by far. All right, so we're gonna go custom conferences. Mississippi State actually improved, so I mean, all those people who said, "Oh, we're gonna move Mississippi State to somewhere out of conference," I mean, that kind of didn't work out for them. I mean, they kind of improved big time, so I kind of want to keep them. But as far as competition goes in this conference, I mean, I kind of like where I'm standing right now, as far as this conference goes. Like we got. Let me see if we got any independents still running around. We got BYU. Yeah, I think we're going to stay with the same conferences. I don't see any changes that need to be made. BCS Bowl tie-ins. Kind of want to keep them the same. Conference rules. Protected rivals. No protected rivals. Protected rivalry. I kind of want to have no protected rivals because it's like, it sounds a little bit more fun. East and West. Start conference games week 1. Fine, that works fine for me. No weekday games. Night games in November, yes. I kind of want to take off no protected rivals because I'm tired of playing South Alabama because they're not really competition. As much as I like facing them and they're as much as different as it is, I don't like facing them. They haven't been good. It hasn't been much fun playing them. And it sounds different, but it's like I need to get on with other competition. I'd like to see a Florida or a Kentucky. You know what I mean? I'm tired of playing South Alabama. We need to play some different out-of-conference schedules. Or like we've played South Carolina a couple times, I think, too. And I don't even think they're in the SEC. We're in the SEC West. So I'd like to see a little bit of a change of schedule, if you know what I mean. So we're going to go to the depth chart because I really want to start Wesley Thompson. He's really good. Well, we're going to take a look at the schedules first because we need to do that. So our schedule looks like this. UCF, South Alabama, crap. Oh, we got Tennessee. That's interesting. Arkansas, Alabama, Auburn, Mississippi State, Marshall, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, UCLA, and then championship week. So we got Tennessee this year. That's a little bit of a change of pace. I like that. We're number 1 to start the year. Hello? Are we really number 1 to start off the season? That's ridiculous. How? I don't understand it. So let's take a look here and see who we can play. Let's actually leave these weeks open for now. Let's see who we can play week 1. We got an open week here. Open week here as well. We got Clemson. We can't do that as an open week. So we have to play either Clemson, Florida State, Hawaii, UCLA, or the FCS schools. But we can change this real quick. I'm pretty sure if we put one in here, we can open up the other one. Colorado is interesting. We played them last year, though. We got Syracuse at number 20. Syracuse is interesting because I haven't played them, but there's not really much teams to play with, and we don't want to play Texas again because we just played them in the national championship. Penn State's interesting. We played North Carolina before. Oh, that was in Arkansas State, but I really don't want to do that again. Competition is that, and that one's kind of scarce. Week 2, we got Air Force, Arizona State, Army, BYU, Ball State, Baylor, Boise State, Bowling Green, Buffalo, California. Interesting opponent there. Central Michigan, Cincinnati, Colorado, UConn, Duke, ECU, Eastern Michigan, Florida International, Florida State, Fresno State, Georgia State, Georgia Tech at number 2. We should have played them in the national championship last year, but we didn't. Houston, Indiana, Iowa State, Kansas State, Kent State, Louisville, or Louisiana Tech and Louisville, Memphis, Miami, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, NC State, Navy, Nevada, New Mexico, North Carolina, North Texas, Northern Illinois, Northwestern, Ohio, Oklahoma State, Old Dominion, Oregon State, Rice, Rutgers, SMU, San Diego State, Southern Miss, Stanford, Syracuse, Texas, Texas Tech, Texas State, Toledo, Tulane, Tulsa, UCF, UMass, UNLV, UTSA, Virginia Tech, Wake Forest, Washington State, Western Michigan, and Wyoming. So the schedules aren't really that open this year. Let's take a look at week 7. We got Notre Dame, which we played them last year. Stanford, and the schedule is kind of just this year. Like, I don't want to do it against Arkansas State because it would just be weird. I'm thinking about going against Syracuse, honestly. That sounds like an interesting matchup. Like UAB versus Syracuse. That sounds like a good matchup to open up the season with. And then we have we have another one here in Marshall. That's right. We got Nebraska, which I think we faced Nebraska before. Oklahoma. That's it. Like, our schedule is so scarce this year. We're not going to get very good teams. We could go BYU for fun. I don't see why not. How many home games we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can change this one up to like, I don't like this. We're not going to get a very good schedule. Let's go Penn State. Let's go Penn State. Why not? Penn State sounds like a fun game. We have 6 home games. We're starting out at Syracuse and then at home against South Alabama. That's our home opener. Penn State sounds like fun. BYU sounds a little like fun too, but let's open that up again just to make sure we can get something on week 2. Air Force, Arizona State, Army. Okay, we got a lot of teams here. We can go California, but I don't want to face all these West Coast teams. Let's see what else we got. Georgia Tech, Houston, Miami, Oklahoma, Oregon, Stanford and Texas, UCLA, Virginia, and that's it. I'm thinking about going to Oklahoma. At Oklahoma or versus Oklahoma. Oh, I think I faced these guys though. I swear to God I may have. I don't know. I don't want to face another Big 12 team. Kind of want to switch it up a little. I don't want to face the number 2 team either because I don't want that national championship game on the line week 2. Kind of want to face like one of those middle of the pack teams, you know, some teams that I hardly ever face, you know, the teams that sound like kind of interesting on paper to mess around with. We could go Washington, go at Washington and at home versus Syracuse. We haven't had a home. I don't think we've had a home opener in a while. But the play in the dome sounds interesting. That's one interesting aspect. We could bring Washington to our house, and we could have 2 straight road games. So that puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 home games, 6 road games. We have Penn State to end the season, so that ends up being a nice game for us. So I like the schedule, how it's made out. We don't have the strongest schedule. We start off at Syracuse and then versus Washington. We have a lot of ranked games on our schedule, like Syracuse, Tennessee, Alabama at 17, Auburn, and Mississippi State. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ranked games on our schedule, and it could be more depending on how the season plays out. Like I could see A&M probably getting back up through the ranks, or Ole Miss, or Penn State, or Washington. Who knows? LSU maybe even, because you just never know how the schedule is going to play out. Even maybe Arkansas. So let's keep the schedule. It looks interesting. It does. It does. I like it. So who are we going to redshirt? Who are we going to redshirt? One, two, three, 4. I knew I was going to redshirt Wiley. We may have to redshirt some of our lesser players. I don't know. We'll take a look at each position here. We got to redshirt Wiley. I don't like this at all. Marshall, we got to keep on the field. He's our best. He's one of our best. Rashawn Chase. I like him. I really do. I don't want to redshirt him. I don't think Luke Campbell's ready either. Redshirt. We're going to redshirt a sophomore. I don't like it. I don't like putting him there. We gotta keep Jay Hen on the field, sadly. Redshirt a sophomore here. We may have to keep him as a backup in case something happens. Wow, Dabowski is gonna be a nasty player. Left end. If he's a 76 starting as a freshman, he's gonna be nasty. Jonathan Johnson, I need him on the field. Freshman Tyjon Kemp, we're gonna redshirt him. He's low on the depth chart. We may have to keep Jermaine Harris on the field in case, you know, rest for this for David Wright. You never know. Low on the depth chart. Gotta redshirt him. He's low on the depth chart. Low on the depth chart. Low on the depth chart. As long I like these players a lot. We gotta redshirt him. So we've redshirted a few players already. So we're gonna scheme up for quarterbacks. I think formation subs. Okay. See, this is what's hard too. It's like I don't want to move Kenny Wright too much. Strong eye. I wish I could just do it for run plays and pass plays. Like, I know what I need to do. Hail Mary play. Wesley Thompson. Goal line. I think goal lines usually just run plays anyway. I don't know what I'm going to do with this team. I want to sort this out by like run plays and pass plays. I guess I'd have to do it like in between because I know what I want. You know what I mean? I know what I want as far as I know what I want, like I do. But it's hard because it's like you can't organize it by run and pass. You have to do it by formation, and it kind of sucks. So set up the recruiting board. Skip to recruiting. This was one of the toughest off seasons I think I've ever had. But I can't believe we're #1. That's actually unbelievable. I can't believe it. We're #1 to start off the year. Last year I think we started off #2. Thanks to our defense, I honestly think it was our defense. Ooh, that neck crack was nasty. But 5-star recruit. Oh man, we are cooking now. We are cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We are cooking. CJ. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Everybody wants to come to UAB. This is just gorgeous. Oh, man, I am going to have a field day. I'm filling up with recruits left and right. Halfbacks, all these defensive players. This is just gorgeous. I'm going to fill up with all 4-stars before you even know it. I got a full recruiting board full of 4-star, 4 and 5-star athletes. This is outstanding. This isn't even fair anymore. This is just, oh my god. I wish I could fill it up with more, but I can't, and it sucks. How many interested 5-star recruits do we have? 1, 2, yeah, 2 of them. We have an athlete at 4. He's 4th on the list. I think we could beat him out. I think we could honestly beat that guy out. I don't know. I think we can beat out the rest of those schools. I think we can do it. Yeah, we got this. Isn't even fair. Another 5-star recruit. Oh my god. This is I can't do this anymore, man. This is ridiculous. This isn't even fair. Well, we'll see what happens when we mess with them, try and scout them out and all that. Oh, good start. This is what I like to see. Okay, still a 77, still a good player. Ooh, big dip. Okay, no. Okay, I like that. He went from a 77 to an 81. That's actually really good. Okay, he dipped a little, but it's not too big. It's really nothing. Ooh, okay, I like that. I like that too. We're getting some good recruits. Ooh, I let another good one. Jay Harris, okay. He didn't change, but that's okay. That's always a good thing. Sean Cummings, awesome. Awesome player. Okay, but he might be going 70. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's gone. Yeah, I'm not going for him. Wesley Johnson. Yeah, he's gone too. Ooh! Diamond in the rough, I see. Okay, let's see here. Cedric Daniels. It's a little bit of a disappointment, but still a good player. Let's take a look here at the duds. The guys who don't really fit the bill. Yeah, these guys gotta go. Anybody below a 70's got to go. I don't want them. I really don't. It sounds really pathetic of me to do, but this guy's name's Tiger. I might recruit this guy just because his name is Tiger. Tiger Bray. Well, we'll see how he plays out. I honestly want to wait on that. We'll wait on Tiger Bray. I'll give him a shot because I just like his name. All right, let's get that other 5-star recruit. We'll be in business. We're in business, folks. This is not even fair. I don't want scholarships right now because I want to see where I stand after, like, I don't want to hand out scholarships left and right, you know what I mean? Number 1 middle linebacker. Oh my god. Number 2 strong safety. Number 4 running back. Oh my god, this is not fair. This just isn't fair. All these guys are ranked. Number 59 receiver. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. He's still a good receiver. Let's up the skill tree as well. Let's up it. You were showing your opponent's previously called play. I'll take that. Or wait, undo. What's the final one for this one? Blocking. All right. In-depth passing matchups appear pre-play coach cam. 50%. Like, there's not. I don't think there's like enough penalties called in the game anyway. Yeah, we'll just put it in this one. We're almost at level 40. That's insane. Formation subs. Yeah, I wish I could change it up a little bit more, but I can't really. Like, if I know I'm going to go for a passing play, I might put in Wesley. If I know I'm going to do a run, I'm probably just going to put in Kenny. Like, if I know if I want to do a read option, I'm going to go with Kenny. He might be a running back. He's going to be like that quarterback, a running back that's playing quarterback. Kind of like a wildcat, if that makes sense. But I am excited for Season 8. This is going to be interesting because I don't know how good this team actually is. Because we got a lot of good players. Like, I'm going to take a look at the depth chart a little bit. Kenny Wright he's got an 87 overall. Wesley Thompson's 79. And I redshirted Wiley. So Hardy's going to be our second string. I actually might put him first string. I actually really liked what he did last year. I might put him as a first string running back. Yeah, I kind of like Hardy a little bit more because of the strength and not so much. Like, he has just about anything. I just like him a little better. He's a little bit of a better running back. Stiff arm rate. Oh, okay, yeah, Maxwell's probably better option here. Maxwell's probably the better option, but I mean, Hardy will get his carries. Ben Smith and Jacob Ingram. 2 freshman receivers starting out. This is going to be interesting, man. This is going to be real interesting. Jay Henderson, he's got to catch the ball. We're going to take a look here at left end. We got the Dobzinski right end. Or who do we got at right tackle? I'm going to put Moss there at left or right tackle. Dobzinski. Right end, we got Johnson. I kind of like Jackson, but I want to try out Dobzinski just a little bit, just because I want to see how he can do. Defensive tackle, we got Parsons and Brown. We got John Johnson at middle or left outside linebacker. We got David Wright at middle linebacker. Who's our other middle linebacker? I thought we had another one. Yeah, Harris. Kind of want to try him out, and just in case something happens, want to get some of these freshmen experience. Got a lot of good corners too. Like Franklin, or no, wait, who's the 84? Oh, Kevin Owens. Travis Rogers at free safety. Matthew Lynch at strong safety. Who's the other strong safety? Terrence Anderson. Okay. And then we got Wynn. Who's our other third free safety? Avery. Kicker, Adams, or Evans, and then we got Bell at punter. Kick returner. This is going to be interesting. We got Kevin Smith at the return guy. Who's got our fastest speed? Who's the fastest dude on the team? Omar Bradford. And we got Ryan Perry, Ike Franklin. Might go Ike Franklin. Then we got Shane Franklin. He's a red shirt. Who's got a better acceleration rating? Oh, Ike Franklin. Yeah, Ike Franklin. I like him. Who's got good speed? We got Omar Bradford as the second guy. At return guy. Return man this year. I'm going to put Ike Franklin at as our return guy. Long snapper, we got Derek Johnson. Okay. It's interesting how this team's going to work out. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. Our offense is really good. Our defense might have actually taken a jump here. We're going to take a look. We're going to go start the season. We're going to go advance to the regular season. And we're going to take a look at how good this team actually is and take a look at the top 25 and all that stuff before we head off and to the to Season 8. This has been interesting. It's weird how this is working. Because, like, I just don't know. It's weird how it's working out. Like, this team might actually. It's not. I don't think this is the best team I've had. By far, this is probably not the best team I've had. This is probably the best defensive team I've had. Probably not the best offensive team. This team's gonna have some struggles on offense. And we're probably going to go from a team that's averaged 50 points a game to probably like, we're going to lose like 20 points a game at least. We may still win some games. We're going to win games. We may take some few losses though to just, I know, because we're taking things in stride. We're going to be taking a new team, so to speak. A whole new adventure. We were so used to Justin Kelly, and now it's kind of not there. So we got to be on our toes a little. Our team improved defensively, was dipped offensively. We gained 2 on offense, but lost 2 on off. We lost 2 on offense, gained 2 on defense. So that's always a good thing. Iowa starts off number 4. Georgia Tech 2, Texas 3, Iowa 4, Oklahoma 5, Notre Dame 6, Clemson 7, Nebraska 8, Oregon 9, Florida 10, Auburn 11, Ohio State 12, Miami 13, California 14, Stanford 15, Houston 16, Alabama 17, Tennessee 18, Navy 19, Syracuse 20, Colorado 21, Mississippi State 22, Virginia 23, Georgia 24, and UCLA 25. We're going to go all the way to the bottom. Who is the worst team in the NCAA? And that would be Kent State. 83 overall, offense, 70 defense. That's probably going to be their, you know, who's got the best? Or, no, actually not the best. UTEP might actually be a little bit, Idaho might be actually worse. Any team with a D+ defense isn't going to win many games. I'll tell you that much right now. Let's see up here. Yeah, I'm surprised we're number 1, honestly. We got a really good offense, really good defense, pretty good special teams. That's something to be proud of. If you get at least a B special teams and a good offense and a good defense, you're going to go far. Heisman watch. I did not expect any of my players to be a Heisman watch candidate or a Heisman candidate to start off the year. We got Clemson running back Dennis Terrell, Ben Stover, the BYU quarterback. That's probably why I should have played BYU, huh? They had a Heisman potential winning quarterback. Mississippi State quarterback Dwayne Franklin, Nebraska running back Raymond Wright, and Iowa quarterback Tyler Fagan. So take a look at the preseason All-Americans. Do we have any? Frank Clement at wide receiver. Wow, we got a lot on defense. Oh my goodness. We got Jermaine Parsons and Jonathan Johnson. And then we have David Wright, Thomas Mueller, Travis Rogers, Matthew Lynch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 preseason All-Americans on first team. I don't know if we're going to get any on second team. Oh, we got 1 on second team. Brennan Carter. So we have 8 preseason All-Americans. That's pretty good, especially for a team that's probably going to have a down year. Anything else I need to go over? Let's take a look at recruiting. See if we get any instant recruits here, just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it, I want to see if we could get any instant recruits. Let's take a look here. Let's organize this by rank, or not by rank, but overall. Obviously, we want to get a good start on Henry Harrington. Henry Harrington. We're going to offer him a scholarship. We're going to offer Chris White a scholarship. We're going to get George Davis one. Scott Frazier. Lonnie White. Oh, we got an instant commit. Scott Frazier's coming to UAB, yo. Let's go. We got an instant commit. All right. There's one. All right. That's awesome. Outside linebacker Scott Frazier. Really good tackler. Sure tackler for a freshman. 90 acceleration, 82 speed. Okay, I like this guy. This guy's just, he's like, all right, I got a scholarship to UAB. I'm ready to go. Derek Henderson, CJ Jones. Oh, we got another one. Oh, 2 instant commits, and he's a 5-star recruit. Boy, we aren't even playing around here. We don't play around. Man, that's awesome. That is just awesome. Mark Howard. Sean Cummings. Greg Holland. Oh, we got another one! Oh my god! This is ridiculous! What is he like? What's his overall stats? Okay, he's got good pass blocking, good run blocking, good impact blocking, good acceleration, quick feet. I like that. Good player. Good player. I like that. I don't know if we need a quarterback, so I'm not going to give him a scholarship just yet. Because we have 3 quarterbacks. We have 2 good quarterbacks and a third one that's already being redshirted. Todd Thomas. Joshua Ware. Anybody pretty much is a 75 or over, I'm going to give him a scholarship to. Alright, so we got all of our scholarships out of the way. As of right now, that's what we're standing at. So we've got to get a good lead on these guys here. But we got a lot of good A+ college, because conference prestige, stadium atmosphere, championship contender, all A+. I think we have a legitimate shot at this guy. Let's just put as many points as we need to put on him. We're going to put 400 points on most of these guys here. We got a lot of catching up to do on this guy, so we're probably going to put a little bit more on this guy, probably about 500. Yeah. As long as we keep winning games, I think we have a very good shot. We're going to put a little bit of extra points on him too, 500. We got a lead on him, so we'll put 400. Let's see how he looks after week 1, because it doesn't really, we don't really know these things until after the first week. It's just to see how hard they're trying to pursue these guys. So 400 here. Bret Evans. I like this guy. He's got some good speed on him. A 92 speed. He's got good potential on this team. He does. Mark Howard. Put a little bit extra on him. Probably put closer to 500. Sean Cummings. Athlete. We got a good lead on him. So we're going to put like 400 on here. I'm not going to put anything on Jay Harris. I probably should, but I probably shouldn't. I'm going to put like 300 on him. 400 here. Got 1,000 points left. And if we start falling behind on some guys, I don't think it's that big of a concern. We have 3 instant commits. That's ridiculous. #1 defensive end. That's just insane. That's just completely insane. 3 instant commits in the first week. I didn't think I'd get any. I'd be lucky if I got 1. I got 3. There's a 15% chance. That 15% chance just went woo. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this off season. I know it wasn't like the way we had wanted it to go out to be, but we had to do what we had to do. And you know, if you're watching this video, chances are I'm in Seattle, Washington, and I'm probably gonna be out there for a few days. So wanted to get these videos out to you guys because I really don't have anything else to push out besides, obviously, if you guys watched this far into the series, you guys know that we're off 3 straight national championships. So I had to do what I had to do to make these videos come out for you guys. So I apologize if this isn't your cup of tea, but we had to do what we had to do. I hope you guys are ready for Season 8, though. This is going to be awesome. We're starting off #1, though. It's kind of surprising, but we're ready to take on Syracuse Week 1, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.